Hello, beautiful souls. Everything is a mirror, it's a reflection. And a lot of the times we want to avoid that reflection, or it may hurt when somebody's reflecting to us an area we may not like about ourselves. And think about this for a moment. It's a lot like looking in the mirror and you find areas that you may deem as imperfections, right? And you don't like those areas about yourself. So you may have two options. One is maybe, I don't know, go to the gym, work out, build some lean mass, burn body fat. Right? Maybe you have a postural deviation, start working on that. Or you avoid doing the work at all. You avoid doing the inner work. And we interrupt this broadcast for the halftime show. Yay! I forgot to mention option 3, which is accept yourself with who and where you are in your life. Then, from that energy, it's best to make a shift. So join me, Benzie, your divine feminine empowerment and spiritual awakening coach. Let's get it. Let's get it. And remember, divine feminine energy is the energy of creation, intuition, imagination. It's birthing what's in your mind into existence. It's also this loving and nourishing and all over the place energy that also you may want to find balance with your divine masculine, and we all carry both energies. So that way you have a clear path and focus, laser focus, just like we're going to focus back onto this video. So I was watching this Housewives mom talk on Hulu. It's like Mormon Housewives, a documentary, not it's like a reality show kind of, I guess. And by the way, I'm not creating any religious uproar here. I strongly believe and respect people's beliefs on whatever they choose to believe in a higher power, anything that they choose to live their life by. I respect others with who they are and what they choose. The point of this video is, I think I got to like episode 4. And what ended up happening was like they had this like birthday party and they went to this like getaway and they were at this like penthouse suite. And two of them that were running their like TikTok show like weren't getting along. And one of them was kind of being mischievous with their feelings and projecting and doing weird things to end up getting attention put back on her. And maybe it was unintentional, right? This person was acting in ways that maybe they wouldn't act if they didn't feel this pain or hurt. And it kind of came out because they did this like truth box in the episode. And anyway, the next day after the truth box, they got into deeper, more conversations with each other, a little bit of calling out. And what I realized is this person was hurting because when she finally got cut down to the point what this other person was noticing about her was then she got up and like ran away. She avoided it, right? It's like really looking in a mirror because this person was reflecting exactly the struggle that this person was avoiding within her, mental mind and her inner thoughts and her subconscious. Well, she wasn't been avoiding it. She's been overthinking about it and dealing with it for so long. And it's like what I believe looked like she struggled with letting it go. And she was holding this kind of like resentment towards one of the other people in the group. And it was coming off in ways maybe not intentional, however, in a reaction to the emotions. So it was interesting to watch how that she got called out for it and then she got upset and tried to hide and avoid it. However, the reflection she didn't like. She was getting reflected something to her that she wasn't taking ownership of and responsibility over. So when you own that thing in the mirror, that's a reflection of something you don't prefer. That's why sometimes, shadow work hurts because you have to go in and add awareness consciously to areas that you suppressed and didn't really feel to release. You let them store and you suppress them and you just avoided those feelings, which in return ends up being in your energetic magnetic bubble, and you act in ways and you buy into these beliefs that aren't truly in alignment with who you want to be. It's because there's a subconscious thought or programming or pain from the past that's been stored that it may not be so fun to look at. That's why inner work and shadow work is so important. So you put that light on the shadow and you meet it gracefully, like a child that's been wounded. You don't just, push the child away and go away, little kid. Like, I see you got a cut on your arm. That's your problem to deal, like, you're going to probably want to help the kid out who doesn't know how to bandage or clean the cut. Right? And guess what? You're at a place in your life where you are capable to do so. You're able to take care of yourself. And that's what contrasting events are. So don't be afraid to look at the areas in your life that may not be so pleasant, because there's always a way to figure it out and better yourself. There's always, everything's figure outable. Do you have the will to just go ahead and look something up? Maybe how to set boundaries, get creative with it. Sometimes it takes you doing some work and taking action, improving yourself. So make the journey fun. Think about it as like leveling up. And what I did appreciate, though, from this, documentary reality show thing was how they don't drink alcohol due to their religion. And again, whatever's in alignment for you to believe in a higher power, I support it. I'm not here to change any religious uproars or anything. They don't drink alcohol though, right? And I thought it was pretty rad because they were able to like have these intense like conversations with intention, right? Like they had intention to like clear the air and do the work, and they were pretty emotionally intelligent as they kept going. Like they dove in deeper, and I'm like, wow, like that's wild. I've never seen any of my men friend groups in the past and ever, talk like that in an emotional way and like trying to dig in and find out like what's going on and get to the truth and create a space of healing. Although some of it got a little dramatic, maybe not too much. It was emotional and it was exactly as it was meant to, right? I wouldn't say dramatic. There was some yelling, kind of some raising of voices, not like yelling in a horrible way. It was an emotional reaction. Either way, though, I'm just like so surprised that like if you just threw alcohol in that category, like, oh my gosh, that you'd be looking at like freaking like Jersey Shore or Alabama Shore type of scenarios rather than people like really trying to understand each other. And I thought that was really beautiful. So that's just my little part on that. Also, what I realized, and again, I'm not trying to create any religious uproar. What I realized is in there, like, they strongly believe in, not having sex before marriage. And, when I was younger, I actually believed that myself, and I don't have their religion. Like, I really wanted to wait, right? However, the thing that I realized is, and just, it's a very similar to like limiting beliefs, is because you start following this belief that you shouldn't do this thing because then you'll be like, whatever they believe they'll be deemed as. However, it seems like a lot of them do it anyway. It's like the thing is like imagine like getting married to someone and then having this deep physical relationship with them, and then you never really get to experience other people. So you never give yourself the opportunity to not just physically grow and experience, so mentally. Because then you're like trapped, right? And I don't know what their beliefs are on divorce, but it's like then you're forced into a relationship that may suck, and you have to put in all this work rather than letting go and just re-experiencing and moving forward. So, and it's wild to me to see like how this relates with limiting beliefs, is because essentially every time you limit yourself from experiencing something because of fear of the outcome or fear of what are people going to think of you? What are the opinions that are going to be around you? Like, you're disempowering yourself from finding out what's on the other side, because everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. It may be uncomfortable for a little bit. Eventually you find comfort in the unknown, then you get bored, and then you want to keep going towards the next uncomfortable thing. That's how you grow. Just like when you go to the gym, you start lifting that weight, the muscle tears, need some time to recover and grow, and then you do it again. You want to build muscle, right? So putting your body through this type of pressure allows you to expand. Putting your mind through this type of pressure, right? That's just the correlation I'm making with limiting beliefs, is if you limit yourself to what's possible, then you don't get the opportunity to expand in different ways. However, this does create an opportunity to really master whatever you're going to stay in forever, if you so choose. What else did I want to add to this? Yeah, I think that was it. Again, no religious uproar. Correlating limiting beliefs, because I was like, oh, that adds together in a way, right? Because if you limit yourself, yeah, I think you get what I'm putting down, right? Oh yeah, it was. Imagine this. Imagine if you were an uncooked pizza, right? And you were just on the counter being an uncooked pizza, and well, you'll never become a cooked pizza, right? You'll never actually evolve to what you truly are meant to be, to your fullest potential, your highest timeline, if you don't go in the oven, right? And you're like, oh man, I really want to shift and become this better version of myself, best version of myself, the tastiest version of myself. Well, guess what? You have to go in the oven. Like, to become the fullest potential of yourself, you gotta go through the pressure cooker. You gotta go in the oven. It's gonna burn a little bit. It's not gonna be very comfortable. The result is always what you wanted. It's always on the other side. Have a wonderful, magnificent, transformative, optimizing day. Bye.